I love hugging trees, I love to sing, I love to cook, but mostly I love to see a person's journey from very low. I love to see them discover themselves and what makes them tick, and find the resilience that every human being has within them, find their own resolve and start to develop and grow and spread their wings and come into their own and find a coping mechanism that allows them to go forward. Hallelujah. And this one higher. Hallelujah. So in June, my mum had passed away. By August of the same year, this family came to me for help for school uniform. They'd recently moved into the area. They were due to go to school in September, and they had 4+ children and no recourse to public funds. We're here for what is the 3rd year in distributing school uniform in East Staffordshire. And every time we get to this point where it's just a couple of days, or in this case a week before the kids go back to school, I can't help but feel nervous and a sense of responsibility.
How do you find out about Monica and the school uniforms?
It's mainly on Facebook, and people, friends and community. It's just passing ways round really, and people knowing that everybody hasn't got a job and can't afford school uniform, and just sharing what you've got and what you can't use anymore with other people really.
As somebody who helps in a charity, runs a charity, because the thought of children and parents getting nervous and anxious and stressed about not having uniform to go back to school in a week's time just really leaves a bit of a lump in my throat.
I walked past Monica's shop outside Iceland's last year with the school uniform and the other bits, and she helped me out with school uniform and stuff, and I started volunteering, so, and then obviously helping this year as well.
So do you intend to kind of do this every year with her?
Whilst I'm living up here, yeah. I help as much as I can. So.
My name's Paul Walker. I'm one of the ward councillors for Shobnall. It's a privilege to be here today at the Love Inspire Foundation school uniform distribution. I think it's a really good project. It's something that I myself are looking to get behind and fully support.
And the school uniform is the best thing you could ask for. If you really need a school uniform and you cannot afford it, Monica is there to help you. She will open her doors and she will open her heart to you. She will be there for you, no matter what.
I've really opened up my heart to the issues that families face within our community and within most of the communities within the UK. Those issues that are hidden, those issues that are not labelled, they're not highlighted in the press, and all of the crises that can sometimes happen behind closed doors that nobody will ever get to find out. They'll never be highlighted. They'll never come to a soup kitchen or to a service or to their doctors or psychiatrist, and they would just suffer in silence. And those are the families that we seek to support.
It's a fantastic organisation, and what I tend to do is I help Monica with the children's activities as much as I can. So she does these activities through the school holidays, because that's another thing, you know. Obviously she realised that what was happening was in the school time, the people that are in crisis are getting school meals, free school meals. In the holiday time, they don't get the school meals because they're at home with their parents who are already struggling how they're going to feed them. So what Monica's decided is to, you know, have these children's activities where she can provide for the children food and activities to try and allow the parents to rest, those ones that are stressed. And just give the child back just like a nice fun time. She tries to find provisions where she can take them to, and she also does as a nice learning environment. So I try and help where I can.
When you're acting, what you want to act like.
Exactly, that's exactly right too. You got an idea? What's your name? Usain. What's your idea about it?
And that you need to speak really loud.
You do need to speak really loud. I can speak really loudly if I want to!
Well,
It took me a long time to learn to speak that loudly.
yeah.
But, here's the thing, right? What do you know? What have you all said about acting? What do you...
And we're going to pull it all the way through.
Yeah.
That one. I can do that. Yeah, it gives it extra something. But I'm not...
I'm Hussein and I'm 8 years old.
What do you like about coming to the Love Inspire Foundation Holiday Club?
And that I get to play with all of my friends, and that I get to play football with some of my friends, and that that if I fall over, then some of my friends help me up. My name is Taisha and I'm 8 years old.
What do you like about coming to the Holiday Club?
I like meeting my friends and doing different things.
What's your favourite things to do?
Trips.
Where have you been so far?
I've been to this pool thing.
In Marketing Park.
Yeah.
And where did you go yesterday?
This pool thing.
Another. You went to Bosworth. Is it Bosworth Park?
Yeah.
You went on a boat.
Yeah.
What do you like here? Do you like the food?
Yeah.
What do you like about the food?
I like it because it's like the same food what I have at home.
So, I am a Caribbean caterer. I am a Jamaican cook. I wasn't born in Jamaica, I was born in England. But my parents and grandparents were born in Jamaica and they taught me how to cook when I was just your age.
Rice. We washed the rice, drained it, and stuff. Then we let it cook. We put when it finished cooking, we put tin foil over the rice, and we left it to simmer.
It's important that children recognise that they need each other, and that throughout life really you can't really do much, you can't achieve much on your own. You're always going to need people to help you, but two hands are better than one, and it teaches them to nurture each other and to look after each other, and that's why we get them to cook for each other, because it's very powerful to actually cook a meal and feed your peers.
Do you both often make dumplings at home?
I do a lot, but I don't know about Mummy.
Never.
Never. Okay, so
Never.
this is a new experience for you. Wow.
First time
That's why I'm
used
so
to it.
excited. That's why I'm so excited.
And if we can teach our youngsters how to look after each other in that way, by simply just cooking a meal and feeding them, then that's one of life lessons really as they grow older, and teach them how to look after people and how wonderful it is to really care. Yes, darling, do you want to come round and do so?
Because we just don't carry everything to come.